I'm not saying
Pastor McMurtry
is
sexually
attracted to pumpkins.
I'm just saying
we don't really know.
We don't really know.
we don't really know.
We don't really know.
For sure.
We should ask him.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in. As always, this is Reverend JR, and today we're going to take a look at a video posted 5 days ago from Pastor Tommy McMurtry, who does not understand how YouTube policies work, how common human decency works, and he is representing what he claims to be Christianity and what he claims to be atheism censoring him. He fails to understand how American law works and how a platform is not required to give you its platform to spread your views if it constitutes hate speech. So, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Also, I've decided that I am this cloud. It is my avatar for this video. No particular reason.
Tommy McMurtry from Liberty Baptist Church here.
Hello, Tommy. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm Reverend JR, by the way.
I see people do these videos all the time while driving down the road. I don't really get it, but I figured I'd try one.
Pro tip. Make sure the camera is securely attached to the dash or window, and then turn off the face tracking. Just some constructive criticism, because even if I don't like what you say, you should at least try to say it, present it, in a pleasant manner.
But anyway, had another video removed by YouTube because some snowflakes got offended. They got their feelings hurt again.
No, you daft prick. Your video got removed because it violates YouTube's hate speech policy. Let's take a look at the hate speech policy on YouTube. I agree, sometimes it is misapplied, but at the same time, let's see what kind of things you've done. Hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We remove content promoting violence or hatred against individuals or groups based on any of the following attributes list. If you see content that violates this policy, please report it. Remember, Tommy, you can do that too. You have the power. What this means for you. If you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if the purpose of that content is to do one or more of the following. And then it says things you shouldn't do, which your videos contain. It even says, here are some examples of hate speech not allowed on YouTube. And then it gives a list of things, which are very similar to the things that you said. In fact, almost verbatim, if you simply insert the words of your choice into them. You don't write the rules for YouTube. And if you don't like it, I would say go somewhere else. But no, take your hate speech and get radio edit.
And it's just kind of funny. I was watching a video of one of these big fat fruits.
Look here, if you're going to continue to be a crass asshole, then so am I. You see, the Bible also says, in the same place where it says a man should not lay with another man as he lays with a woman, that you should also not wear mixed fibers, because that's also an abomination before your God. And here I see you're wearing what appears to be a cotton shirt, and you appear to be wearing a seatbelt. Do you know what seatbelts are made of? I'll give you a hint. It's not cotton. So, according to your own logic, what should we do with you? Not that I agree with you, but what penalty did you call for against people who are abominations before God? I forget. Remind me. Tommy McMurtry, what should we do to people who are abominations according to your Bible?
Celebrating the fact that one of my videos had gotten taken down. He's like, we did it. Like, we won this victory.
You called for death against a specific group of people. So even if I were a Christian still, I would still be celebrating with them. When I was younger, yours were the kind of churches that made the actual decent Christians look bad. In the same way that jihadi bombers make Muslims look bad. You are equivalent to any other extremist in this regard, and YouTube should deal with you as such. Potentially even the government, if somebody wanted to bring suit against you. But I digress. That's just my speculation.
And I find it interesting the way these people push censorship the way that they do.
Pointing out to the relevant authorities that you are threatening to kill people is not censorship. It's how the law works. The fact that you cannot understand this is not our fault. Calls to action are not speech. They are assault.
Because it's clear that when it comes to the Christian versus atheist debate, we win every time.
Leviticus 19:27. You shall not round your beard or the hair around your head and ears. Again, if you are right, why are you ignoring the book you're claiming gives you that rightness? You are a massive hypocrite, and you don't even understand why. Do you know why the Amish don't drive cars? Because they actually believe the stuff in the Old Testament. The same reason they don't have cell phones. The same reason they don't believe their picture should be taken, because that is a direct violation of the Ten Commandments. To make a picture of anything in heaven or on earth is blasphemy. So tell me again why I should give two shits what you think, when you're not even right according to your own book that you're using to defend your own vile rhetoric. It's not my fault I know your book better than you do. It's not my fault you're an idiot. And it's not my fault you're a violent, reprehensible person who should probably be locked away for engaging in that hate speech call to action.
I mean, Brother Matt Powell literally made one of these atheists cry after one of the debates. I've seen some big beatdowns in debates, but I've never seen another guy get beat down so bad that he was crying.
The fact that you call yourself a Christian, a Baptist, one who follows Jesus in the teachings of peace, kindness, humility, and loving your enemy as yourself, it strikes me that you do not understand what Jesus said in the books where he is attributed with saying the things. Remember the part about turning the other cheek. How much empathy does it take to understand that maybe you shouldn't berate entire groups of people until they break down? Jesus said, "This is my commandment, that you love one another, that your joy may be full." Jesus didn't say, go around berating and beating people down until they have a mental breakdown. You are using the Bible to justify absolutely vile behavior in the name of arguably one of the most peaceful demigods out there, apart from Buddha. And you're saying, nah, screw that. Hate your enemies. Hate the sinner. Kill them. Even though Jesus said exactly the opposite. To forgive your enemy 7 times 70, and so on. You are an incredibly reprehensible, vile creature, but you're still a human, and that's why I wouldn't call for your death, just because we disagree on things. And that's why I wouldn't attempt to beat you down and make you so emotionally broken that you have a mental breakdown, because I don't think it's right to gang up on people until they break. But you have no problem with it, and you do it in the name of being true Christians. Again, I'm not saying that you're sexually attracted to pumpkins. I'm just saying that we don't know. And what I am saying is, you ought to take a pumpkin and sit on it. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
Publicly about it. But Matt Powell did that to one of these atheists, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Newsflash! Christian thinks human suffering is funny.
So what is the only way that these people can get victories? It's by silencing the other side.
Remember that time the Christians brought their bullhorns to their protest so that they could censor the speech of people who disagree with them?
You're hugging wicked people, man, and you're an abomination to God. You're loving people straight to hell. Hey, you wicked woman, you wicked demon, demonic woman, I know you.
Name one other service. No, they don't provide any other services.
I don't care about any other service. I care
Oh,
about
yeah?
babies.
No. You're sitting here yelling at these people, telling them all this shit. No, I want, hey.
You all can repent. Don't
Touch me, dude. You touch me again, I'm gonna drop you.
I'm not
You touch
touching.
me again, I'm gonna
This is a
drop you. You
non-violent-
understand me?
I'm not.
I guess it's the only victory Christians can get.
Seeing when there is an open and fair debate, we kick their backsides. They have to call for censorship so people can't see what our side says.
On the contrary, we make sure we actually reference your videos by putting them in our own video to show what it is you actually said, instead of using anecdote to try to illustrate the point without being able to show what you actually... You see, I can show you this thing. I'm not silencing you at all. I'm actually putting your video out there for even more people to see.
So it's the same thing with atheists versus Christians, or straight people versus perverts.
You see, though, here's the thing, Mr. McMurtry. The opposite of heterosexual is not pervert. It is homosexual. Or maybe asexual. But the point remains, the fact that you think that it is perverse based on your Bible, but you don't think that trimming your beard is perverse, or wearing mixed fibers is perverse, or using a car that enables you to be slothful is perverse, really drives home the point that you don't get it, and you should really stop talking about it.
We win the debate every time.
If by win you mean be wrong, then yeah, you win every time.
And they are dependent on censorship.
You're the one calling for death of everyone you disagree with. How is that not censorship?
And they will continue pushing censorship because that is the only hope they have of winning the debate, and that is silencing the other side.
Well, I mean, you're wrong, but that hasn't stopped you yet.
Censorship is what you must do when you are losing the battle, when you're losing the argument. Our side is creaming these people big time, and so they're going to continue using the liberalism of YouTube and these organizations like that to push censorship. It's not going to stop. They're going to keep on doing that because it's their only hope of winning.
Hey, Tommy, get real down close here. Real down to the microphone. Get right up against it. I need you to be able to hear this. Get right up to the speakers, Tommy. Tommy, come here. Come here, Tommy. Hate speech is not protected speech.
We kick their rears once again. We are going to continue to kick their rears. Why? Because we're right. That's all there is to it. I'm no genius. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm a terrible debater. I just don't do it. I'm not full of debate like most reprobates.
So debate is only for reprobate, and that's why you're not doing it. But that's why you're so glad that your side is so much better at it than ours, because you're a bunch of reprobates. I can see logic is not your strong point. You're really bad at it. But it's good to know. Reprobate. I think that's your new name. Reprobate. Reprobate, hereforth, means someone who likes pumpkins. At least that's what I think it means. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I don't know how you could possibly enjoy that, but if you did, click that thumbs up. If you didn't, click that thumbs down. Come tell me all the things I need to know about pumpkins or debate. You can follow me on places. You can check out my links in the description or whatever. Share the video around or not. It doesn't matter. And as always, this has been Reverend JR, signing off.